Um, Sorry I'm a bit late starting this morning. I just thought I'd do a very quick demonstration using pastels, which I thought might be quite an interesting medium to use with this theme, the night. Okay. So, and also I thought black paper might be interesting. It's not something I've really tried very much, so it's a bit of an experiment for me. And I picked this little street scene. So this was a photograph I took many years ago, and there was two actually. One, and this was just Westcliff, kind of looking down from the bridge over the road. And I almost feel like as an image, it kind of could have done with carrying on there a little bit, and made a better composition. So that might have been a bit better composition, and perhaps lose a little bit of sky and have a bit more here. So I think what I'll try and do is try and imagine that bit there. So I don't want to go. This is quite a challenge. I don't want to draw very light on here. I've noticed some of my students who draw on dark tone paper then go very light, and I think it's going to be quite hard to get rid of. So I really just want something that I can just about see as a line. So I'm thinking the couple of the buildings about there. Because I was quite high up looking down, my eye level probably is about here. This is coming out fairly horizontal, and then we've got a little bit of distance there. But again, it's the lighting that really appeals to me. And I love all these sort of reflected light, slightly pinky colours here, and the yellowy, orangey glow on the buildings. And that quite really transforms it from the daytime. So that would be, that's what I'm seeing. And then the bit I'm imagining is sort of down here, a continuation of this bit here. And then the road that's there. So I'll do that bit. What do I need to do here? I'm thinking perhaps to just sort of get perhaps some of the glow on the front of the buildings. This can stay dark. I might go a bit darker as well in the background colours here. So let's use some sort of deeper, perhaps start with a browny colour. This bit's quite dark anyway, so I can use a darker brown there. Just work that in. Now this is pastel paper, and if anyone wants to have a go at this, I've got spare. Somebody gave me some pastel paper last week, so have some of that. I'm sort of thinking so with pastels, the first layer I like to just really work into the paper. I don't like the sort of graininess that you get to start with, so I like to. And what I tend to do is mix on the paper as well, so I'll try and get the colours and tones I want by putting some pastel down and just working that in. With that, I always find that you spend quite a lot of time looking for the right colour of pastels. A bit of blue there, perhaps a little bit pinky here. I don't want to go too bright too soon. And that actually looks quite dull, but on the paper that's coming out quite bright. Perhaps I'm going to work that in. Yeah, that dulls down if I work it in a little bit. And then for down here, I'll start, we've got quite a bright glow there, but I'll start with a yellowy sort of glow around it first. A bit like that. And then the actual sort of door frames, maybe a little bit darker than that. So I want these darker than the actual glow, but I don't want them too. I wouldn't want to use black because that would be too solid, really. That's probably too dark. Let's go with light chicken. Yeah, let's go with that. a little bit here, here. Then I'll try and get really bright in there now. It's really working that in quite solidly. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's starting to feel. Oh, God, no. And I mean, it probably is sort of lens flare, but it's almost like the brights just sort of flare out. So I'm guessing the window would be something like that, and then probably the bottom of the window sill will be all the bit underneath here. And we could have another window here, similar sort of thing going on. And we've got a nice sort of orangey light here. So I think that's one of the things that I really like about the night scenes, is it just has this effect of softening edges and blurring. You know, it might have a sharp edge and then it just disappears into the darkness. So, bright over there. And then a little bit of sky. We could draw some dark windows here. This is probably going to be too dark. Yeah. So it could be these windows here. I think that's really actually a little bit dark. So perhaps, yeah, that's better. Now, actually, that's interesting, isn't it? That is quite a lot darker than the paper. That looked quite black until we started putting that one. So yeah, that's going to make quite a difference. Those bits we can probably work into and lighten up a little bit now. So we've got a dark underpainting, we just put a little bit of light into them too. Just a little bit of sky. So we've got some purpley blues. I think I'm quite happy to let some of the black show through here. I think that would be quite nice. And perhaps leave a little bit of texture there. I don't mind the texture showing through there so much. We'll do it down here. And then work into make that slightly pinkier, the actual sunset itself. Some oranges. And again, you could perhaps, if you had a better sunset image, you could maybe use that bit and change the background, make that a little bit, maybe a bit warmer in the sky. And then a little bit of that. Yeah, I quite like this, the idea of this being the brightest, and this being a little bit darker. Maybe a hint of a lighter yellow in there. So it means it's taking an image and then making some changes, trying to convey the sort of feeling I want to convey. Any questions? So if anybody wants to have a go, there's pastels here, there's paper. Yeah.
You were saying, Paul, you rub in when you start. Some people suggest that if you rub with your fingers, the oil from the fingers will affect the colour. I don't know whether
it might do.
I don't know whether that's...
Depends how oily your fingers are. Yeah, I suppose you could wash your hands. You could use a blender, one of those paper blenders. Yeah. That'd be something like I've also got a little bit of I've got a little bit of chamois leather with my drawing kit, and that would sort of, I've never really worried too much. I think it's too oily. So yeah, that's what I've had these photos. Maybe 15 years, so they'll take these. I've just kept them because I quite fancied doing something with that, and never had them. like that sort of.
You took that photo when you were a child?
Yeah, when I was a child. Not that. Right, okay.